Hey, in a world where there are many things that are eminent roofing solutions, because in our region, it's imminent, it's inevitable. You're going to have a roofing issue. You need to have an expert that can take care of it. It's a crazy world in the Midwest. Stay tuned. This is the Your Little Castle Show. Welcome to the Your Little Castle Show. Yours truly, Carter Rethwish, aka the Cardinal Cowboy. See my little picture down there? That's my fun on the field. We get to do a lot of fun stuff, including some charity stuff. So they said, Carter, why don't you be the MC for when we bat with Team Hollywood? I forget, different teams, different organizations, and now batting. It was fun on the field there at Busch Stadium. Bit of an athlete yourself, football player.
Used to be, right? A few years ago.
All right. Yeah. With that, welcome our guest here, everybody. This is Colby
Shilson.
All right.
Yeah.
Shilson. S-C-H-I-L-S. There you got it. Colby Shilson. Cool way you spelled Colby there. I like that. My good buddy back when I played ball, shortstop, second baseman, his name was Colby. It's just an athletic name, right? It's successful.
Yes. That's what we're going for.
There we go. With that, we have a shout out to our sponsors, Carroll House Furniture, because you like nice things in your little castle. See what we did there? And so we all have a castle, a place where our little domain where we're trying to build our little world that we control. So we say nice things in your little castle, but it's a very good chance, given the experience that Colby has here, that you've had you've seen these guys around town. They've been doing this for a long time, and had some work done or become familiar with them. I like your location. You're based right here out of St. Charles?
Yes, sir.
Not too far from Lindenwood, is that right?
Yep, just up the road.
Right. And I've seen your signs, and it's good to finally put a name with a face and have you come in and talk to us about it. But yeah, tell me, what is it that led you to the roofing construction solutions? I like that as part of your name.
Yeah, honestly, incompetence. Flip properties. Just flipping properties and trying to hire contractors was a nightmare, and getting the right ones. People would jump ship on you or they'd not show up. So started our own thing. Started out with interior, exterior, and branched off just to exterior only.
And so you saw a need in the community. Like,
absolutely.
There's some work that needs to be done here, and there's a lot of people. But you got to watch out for storm chasers. You got to watch out for those guys who one day they just bought a ladder and now they're an expert in construction. But yeah, to get into that exterior space and build the reputation you've got and the reviews and everything you've got, really takes some time to do that. What is it that you really believe has led to your success and the great things that people are saying about you?
We actually care. I mean, that's the biggest thing. We treat everybody like family. We're a family-owned, operated business, and that's what we do. We want to treat people like our own.
Well, yeah, important to actually. People say that, oh, you care. I bet you care. Well, look at the results. Look at what people are saying about you too, and see the work that you've done. Great looking website too, by the way, and lots of good information you have out there. But yeah, if you actually show some true concern and for the people that you're servicing in your community, that goes a long way, because there's a lot of people that's like, I'm going to just try to make a few bucks here as fast as I can.
Yep. Obviously, we're in business for profit, but people are first.
People are first. There you go. Write that one down too, everybody. And if you put that first, then it'll lead to your success.
Absolutely.
Is that fair?
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Yep.
But you've been doing this now. So you started as a 12-year-old. Tell me about the background where you started.
Yeah. So I grew up in a small farm town on the border of Iowa, Illinois, and Missouri, and I think my first roof for one weekend, Grandpa came out and said, all right, kid, we're going to roof this weekend. We're going to roof the barn this weekend. So that's where it all started, on the farm with Grandpa. And, over the years, just you'll grow up on the farm, helping family, helping friends. I think I've probably done, before I even turned 18, probably 6 or 7 roofs before I was 18 years old. So.
Oh, wow. So that's quite a bit of experience that you gained pretty quickly, but there was good connections there within the family.
Yes.
And so your grandfather had that impact initially.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And and we all hope that everybody should enjoy the good relationship with grandfather. We used to call my grandfather. He didn't like grandfather. He wanted granddad.
Okay.
Granddad. But if you get that tight relationship, but he taught me how to fish, and he would keep me out of trouble while Dad was working on the cabin and the fun stuff there. But sports and all that fun stuff. Good to have a good relationship with the granddad.
Yeah.
How much of an impact did he really have, do you think, that kind of guided you in that direction?
Oh, a ton. I mean, between him and my father alone. I mean, my father was white collar, but he grew up on a farm where they actually had to harvest their food.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's how my grandpa grew up. That's how my dad grew up. So, I was raised in white collar world, so we didn't really have to farm for our food. But the weekends at grandparents' house, the summers at grandparents' house. Yeah, you did live it during those times.
Yeah, food came in a package. You just had to unwrap it, right? You didn't.
Yeah,
We talked about this used to be a cow or this used to be a chicken.
Yeah.
But it just came in a nicely packaged. That's not the way it.
That is not the way they're raised. Yeah, they actually had to harvest their meat. Their hogs, cows, vegetables, everything was right from the garden. So.
Well, it's nice to be able to have those resources if you've got them, and understand how to use them too. Because boy, that's just the way they say that everybody was farmers up until about 120 years ago, industrial age, and now then with the machinery, and now we all get these packaged things like we talked about.
Now millennials are going back to it.
Yeah, and there's some going back to our roots. That's important. But yeah, the success you've had, does it come from the background of the way you were raised and how you treat people? What do you think?
I think so. I mean, I was just born and raised that way, so it's hard to be like, oh, this is what it is. It's who I am, how I've always lived, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good method, good model, and treat people the way you like to be treated.
Absolutely,
kind of thing. Yeah. And do good work with it. You've been in this space now. You said when you counted as the first days.
So 2019 is when we officially launched the company, doing interior exterior only with me and another business partner. In 2024, I branched off from him and started Eminent Roofing Solutions on its own.
Okay. But yeah, and then total years of experience. And did I say that right? We talked before the show here a little bit, but you said at 12.
Yep.
But you said by 18 you'd already installed a number of roofs.
Yeah.
You mentioned that.
Between 6 or 7, something around there. So, yeah.
Okay. How many roofs do you need to install before you become a professional? I say
it depends who you ask, I guess.
Right?
Thousands? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'll say we would joke about we were all experts in the IT space because we'd done something like 4 times. But by the time we've done it 4 times, you've done some stuff that many other people have not done before. But starting as young as you did, that really gives you an advantage too.
It does. Yeah. I mean, just ingrained in me at a young age. So anything construction world, honestly, we just grew up in a do-it-yourself mentality mindset. So carpentry, plumbing, electrical, we did it all. So
okay, yeah. And do you think some of that background with the way you were raised has helped lead to the success you have, though? I mean,
yeah.
The methodology, the style, the integrity, all those things.
Yep, and the figure-it-out mentality is big instilled in me.
Okay.
You just find a solution.
I like that, the figure-it-out mentality. Tell me a little bit more about that. Why is that so important? That's how.
When I'm interviewing people, I look for that. The guys that have just the attitude to go figure something out. The attitude of, okay, this isn't working. How can I figure this out? How can I change my process up to make it work right? It's just that's so huge when you're actually looking for employees. Whether it's employees, sales guys, laborers. Yeah, the figure it out mentality is huge.
Yeah, that's one of the best quotes I think I've heard in a long time because literally, the way you get things done is just like if something goes wrong, which is inevitable, there's something that's going to go wrong. You just figure it out. You get through it no matter what. You blow your way through it, push until you get there, and maybe you have to try it 3 or 4 times. I gave a little speech years ago. I was asked to do it for the Realtors National thing here. It was in the Midwest, and I said, I will try something 10 times, failing 9. Now I know the 9 things that are going to cause it to fail, and the 10th time I got it. That's what you're looking for, somebody. It's just going to get it done.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. That's critical when you're talking about anything, but especially when you're talking construction. You've got deadlines, you've got challenges, you've got weather, you've got pricing differentials, you've got delivery of goods. There's a lot that goes into this.
Absolutely. Yep. I want somebody, if they have to, they can pick up a caulk gun or a nail and go go fix the solution temporarily, until they get the crew out there or something,
Well, that's where you get to be real hands-on.
Yeah.
I like that attitude too because how often is somebody, that's not part of my job. That wasn't on my list of requirements. Yeah, that's all right. We got to get the job done.
I don't hire those people. Yeah,
I don't hire those people.
Your job requirements fit whatever you need to do.
If you're doing an interview here with Colby, better not tell them. I only do things. I had somebody mention that to me. I won't say when or where, but they said, well, that wasn't on the list of tasks I should complete. I'm like, well, then this isn't going to work out because sometimes you have to do a little bit extra, right? And that's kind of interesting that discussion it brings back some memories. Tell me though about your team. It always takes a little time to develop a good team. Tell me about your team, the guys you got working for you. How big is your crew?
I mean we have 3 shingle crews now, so we're running 3 shingle crews and a flat roof crew. We got 2 sales guys on top of myself, and then 2 office ladies that work for us in the office virtually, remotely, and they're great. They keep it all together. I can tell you that. So they're the glue.
Yeah, and that's the way a roofing company now. You don't have to be in the office every day,
No.
and it's nice to be able to work from home. But the
Technology has, especially in the summertime, people have kids. It's hard to pay for daycare, and I get it. So, yeah.
Yeah, the interwebs. I talked about this back. Read my master's thesis I wrote back in the day called The Internet. It says it's going to change everything. Some people thought this was a fad and wouldn't stick around, but now it's really impacted the way you can run your business.
Oh, absolutely.
And you got one of these mobile phone things?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Can you do a lot of your work there and scheduling and even propose bids? I don't know.
Yep, everything's right on the phone if we want to.
Okay.
Phones, tablets. I prefer computer. I'm still old school, kind of.
Okay.
So
Bring out the laptop, fold up the screen. But that's still a portable way to do it, right?
Yep.
And the desktop computer and all those things. We've got powerful desktop computers that do the production for that. We can do it on a mobile device too. Video memory is how many gigabytes now they talk about over video memory. But your space that you've got all kinds of renderings, and can people give people previews of what they can see too?
Renderings. I mean, we can pull satellite imagery now and do measurements. I mean, shoot, we sold probably 40 jobs last year, and I didn't even go on site until the job was actually started. Just because with all the technology nowadays.
Yeah, because the satellites can zoom in. They can measure that roof. It's better than you can by getting up on the roof.
Yeah, even if I go hand measure, I'm still going to pull a satellite measurement just to double check. So.
Techie nerds, I like it, man. It's a good thing. You got to be nice to us, techie nerds. We'll keep the ship running for you, but always reboot before you call us, right? Just do the reboot and make sure that you got it. But you've got a great team then. So 3 of you that are actually out in the field meeting with servicing customers.
Yep.
And then a few teams, and they're in-house teams that you've got. That are you contracting them, or how do you?
A little bit of both. So we have one. Okay. Our main crew is our crew, and then we do subcontract 2 other crews out as well too.
Well, that's nice. You kind of got both then, because some people are one or the other, but you've got both, and you've got some people that are dedicated, but so that you're not bloated, you don't have too many people on payroll. You've got other people you can bring as.
You can sink a ship really quick if you're overinflated.
Yeah.
Yep.
Overinflated. Write that one down. We got a couple of good quotes here. Break out the pencil. This is for you to write down things. You can sink a ship pretty quickly if you're overinflated. Yeah. Think about that for a minute. Usually, overinflated makes it rise, but no. In this case, it can sink because you're too much expenditure there. That's not how you run a business to be successful. What about your business, though, ultimately fuels your passion? I mean, obviously, this is something you started very young, and what do you like to see here?
I mean, honestly, the completed projects, it's always been astonishing to me. Even when we're doing fix and flips and renovations and everything like that, you have something that is old and dingy, and within a few hours, you can bring it back to life.
Yeah, that's pretty cool about the construction space, especially when you're dealing with people. They might have had a big, heavy storm come through and rip off a roof or tear down some walls and gutters, and you come through within couple days of work on site. They can take something that makes it look better than it did before they got started.
Yep. And I'm meticulous, so all the corners are tight, everything like that. So it's whenever you get done with a finished project and things are to your specs, it's always a good feeling.
Meticulous, that's the word of the day right there. But yeah, you want somebody pays attention to those details, especially when you're talking about your home, the most valuable asset that you've got. You want it to be like new or better. And so that's cool. And we're going to show off a lot of the work that they've done here. Some great stuff they've done in our community and serving those homeowners who've been through a storm. It's inevitable. If you don't like the weather in St. Louis, wait a few hours. It'll change. It'll change. Let's go over those reviews, though. It's inevitable that people have things to say about businesses these days, and Google is the place that people go for that. So I'm going to put up here on the wall. You can see that. Unbelievable. Yeah, you guys are doing a great job. You've had the one guy, it wasn't even a customer, that made up something. That's kind of crazy. I've been there myself. Everything else, all 5 stars across the board here. You guys really got it together. With that, we recently used Eminent Roofing Solutions for our roof replacement in St. Peters, Missouri, and we could not be happier with the results. From start to finish, the team worked efficiently. They were on time and had our entire roof completed in just one day, which was a huge relief. They also addressed all of our concerns, and they go on there. Boy, you got some people saying a lot of nice things out there. It's got to make you feel good to see some of that.
Yep. Always feels good when somebody actually, because a lot of times all you hear is the bad things. People are calling in mad, so it's always good to get the good things. So.
Yeah, that's inevitable. They talk about it. If you ever want to get the word out, screw something up, that one person will tell 10 people if there's something that went wrong. But if you got to get 10 people before you get one person that says something good. So given that relation there, you've got 500 or 600 people that have obviously been through your system already.
Oh, yeah.
About 10% of them have taken the time to say nice things, and you've got a good number, a long list of those people that are doing good things with that. Well, with that, we're going to take a little break here, go out, run around Busch Stadium, everybody. Check out these statues that are down there, and then we'll share a little bit about why we do this. Paul, my buddy, says you got to share every show about what the show is about and what you're trying to do to impact our community. So with that, we'll stay tuned. We'll be back here in just a minute. All right, everybody, just got our bobbleheads. We're outside of Busch gate number 4. There it is, gate 5 up there. Right next to this exit, we got our hand stamp. There it is, hand stamp. And but yeah, you can see there Cardinal Cowboy perform. We got my buddy Brooke and his son King with us. There they are. Gate 4, and so you can see all of the ballpark village amenities. You go in up there, but we're going back around over here to go back to our car. We're going to show you the statues. These statues are pretty amazing. A lot of ballparks have them, but very few have the kind of superstars that the Cardinals have had over the years. So we're going to walk through these briefly. There he is. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thank you. We'll check him out. There he is. Rogers Hornsby. George Sissel. Cool Papa Bell. Bob Gibson. Lou Brock. Stan the man usual. There's another one for him. Red Shane Deans. There he is. Ozzie Smith right there. Enos Slaughter. Dizzy Dean. And the most recent, Ted Simmons. All right, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed our little walk.
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwich was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goal, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. So we're hearing all the time now why people need to be on our show, and it's pretty obvious. These days, the stats are proven, if you're going to get people's attention, you've got to get them with video. Google loves video. YouTube, obviously, is where you put your videos, and it's just a no-brainer. The problem is, until we kind of put together this whole format, there's no other way to get this kind of quality for the cost we put together. Because I'm a computer nerd, because I figured out how to automate, systematize, we've systematized this. Mom and Dad made me go to computer classes just in case the professional baseball career didn't work out. And so we started off doing 1 show, then 2 shows, then 3 shows, and then we had to jump to 5 shows a week just to fill the demand, because here you get a professional video that looks dynamite, that'll let your business really showcase what they do, and you don't have to spend $10, $15, $20, $30,000 to do it. So if you'd like to be on the show, get a hold of us. and understand these stats. When you're on a show like this, when you put this on your website, you're going to decrease your bounce rate by 34%. You're going to increase your close rate, your conversion rate by up to 80%. We have clients tell us they get 25% more closed deals because of the show. They track this. They can speak to that. And you're going to just get an overall boom for your business. You've got to do video. If you don't do it through us, do it somewhere. Do it yourself. Do it, but do it professionally. Don't make your business look worse. Make your business look better. This video can be used for up to 7 years. We have clients, we did an interview with them 2020. It's 2026. They have made over $360,000 by using our video. They came back to do it again. So get a hold of us. Jump on here. Go to bigleagues.com. That's BIGG leagues.com. Or call us or text us right there, the phone number you see there. And we look forward to having you on our show. Stay tuned. Giddy up. Welcome back, everyone, to Your Little Castle Show. Like I said, we get to meet with some of the experts in our community. And boy, it is fun talking to such experts. We have one in studio here right now. Give it up for my buddy Colby, and somebody who's been doing this since he was a kid, since he was a ute, as they say. What movie was that from? The Kid's a Ute. But he knows his stuff, and he may look young, but he's actually getting up there a few years. No, he's way younger than me. So, but
I'm old soul though. I'm an old soul, growing up on the farm. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the years of experience you bring, amazing. And that beard adds a little bit. Maybe he might be 30 something. Maybe I don't know.
32.
32. All right.
There you go.
But yeah, but he knows his stuff. Check out what people are saying about him. Check out the resources he's got on the interwebs, because there's so much there that you can find out about businesses these days. But with that, one of my favorite questions is always the analysis. I like to give people. So a lot of people, they want to get the best deal. They want to get the best bang for their buck. But why is it that somebody should hire a professional to get this work done? Because I guess your brother-in-law could install a roof for you, and he's got a ladder now, so now he's an expert roofing installation guru. But what do people really put at risk by not getting a roof installed properly, and the certifications that are required?
Yep.
Explain that for me a little bit.
The big thing is the warranties. You know,
Right.
If you go install your roof yourself, which is great, I think it's awesome. If you can do it, do it. You know, hiring a low-level company. Again, I don't knock people for trying to save a buck here and there, but when you hire low-level companies, they don't have these certificates. Like we use CertainTeed a lot. We have all the certifications, so we can offer 50-year warranties on your roof, which covers labor and material if anything were to go wrong. So you're never going to pay for a roof again unless it's insurance or CertainTeed is going to cover it.
There you have it. I mean, 50 years to have something covered. That's nice to have that, because roofs, they generally go $15,000, $20,000 to $30,000.
Yep.
Nobody wants to buy one of those, right? But if you've got that, now, why is it so important? Because CertainTeed makes sure that you have the proper installation, because it's not installed properly, and you had to get some certifications for that.
Absolutely. Yep. You got to get certified with CertainTeed. You have to use all the CertainTeed products, everything like that as well too, and everything's got to be installed meticulously in order for them to actually cover it. So yes.
There's that word again, meticulous. We talked about it, but they will go out and spot check these roofs periodically and make sure these things are done correctly.
Yep.
Because if it's not done up to their standard, then it's not going to last, and then they're going to be replacing roofs that shouldn't be. But if it's installed properly and they have a hailstorm come through or something like that,
Yep.
you're going to take care of them. CertainTeed's going to take care of them.
Yep. Insurance, us, or CertainTeed, somebody's going to cover your roof for you. So.
There you go. That's what we like to emphasize. A lot of people don't realize that when you're getting a roof installed, get it certified. Getting a certified installation expert, and CertainTeed is one of the best names in the industry. I didn't realize up to a 50-year. Is every shingle they do 50, or is it different depending on what the?
With their warranty, it's 50 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Standard warranty, I mean, they have different level products, but if you don't have the upgrade package, don't use all the CertainTeed accessories, then yes, it varies per shingle, per grade.
But I think the minimum is like 25, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or somewhere in
Yep.
that ballpark. I would say that's a space I'm a little bit familiar with. Well, tell me, why should somebody choose you guys? You guys obviously bring some expertise to the table, but that peace of mind people have to make sure this is going to be done correctly.
Yeah, I mean, when you choose Eminent Roofing, you choose us. You choose me. You choose our sales guys, who, again, I'm very particular on what people do, when it shows up, the quality of work. And again, it just comes down to just knowing what's being put on your roof, getting the right quality materials, the right quality products. That way you are going to be protected. And also, too, humans, mistakes happen. You're backed by me. If something happens and it's not up to my standard, I promise you I'll fix it. I'll come back myself and fix it.
And you've been around in our community all your life, so they will be able to find you.
Yes.
And,
yep.
A lot of people say, "Carter, I know I can find you. I go down to Busch Stadium and I'll run into you if nothing else." But yeah, get somebody that you can know and trust, because it might be 10 years from now, 15 years from now, but even then, covered on one way or the other, and you will be there to make sure that to resolve any issues.
Yep.
That is so important. Write that down, everybody. We talked a little bit about the certification. Licensed, bonded, and insured. All those things are important. But a lot of people, if they don't have those kinds of things covered, there's potential risk for them if they don't have the right insurance.
The big thing people don't have is workers' comp. The thing with Illinois versus Missouri is Missouri doesn't require any kind of roofing license in Missouri.
Okay.
So everything is based. So there's a little bit of wild, wild west out here. Versus you go to the Illinois side, you're required to have it to get your Illinois license. But yeah, workers' comp is the biggest one people avoid on. They don't actually get workers' comp. Workers' comp is a huge thing. It's very important. If one of our workers are getting hurt on your property, they could technically, if they don't have workers' comp, they could technically come after you and try to sue you.
Yeah, they could sue the homeowner, and then hopefully some insurance covers that. If not, then the homeowner's going to be paying that.
The homeowner's going to be paying it. Yeah. So
be,
liability and workers' comp is so huge.
Okay.
Yep.
Write those ones down again, everybody, because something a lot of people just kind of gets overlooked. But make sure they have those things in place, because you don't want to get stuck with that as part of your bill, if you will, because you didn't do your due diligence and research. You assume that they had that coverage. Make sure and ask.
Yep.
What are some of the benefits of working with you as a small business? I guess what's your total? How many total employees do you have throughout your whole team?
Total between everybody that's in-house or our sub-crews, we have about 42 employees last time I counted. Okay. So between everybody.
Okay, yeah. So a good-sized crew there, but still a small business.
Small business,
from the perspective under 50 employees. And why does that benefit the homeowner?
Yeah, because when you call the office, you're going to get our office person, but you can ask for me directly and you're going to get me. Not a lot of companies, especially not the big ones, can you call in and say, hey, I want to speak to the owner of the company, or are you going to get the owner of the company? So
there you go. And why is that important? Because if you've got a roof that's getting installed and something's going wrong, or a question you have, or something changed, you want to say, hey, I want to talk to somebody that can make a decision. Not too far up the chain there.
Not too far up the chain. You can get me pretty quick.
Pretty quick. You don't have to go to the regional manager, go to the director, go to the vice president, go to the owner. By then they're like, oh, he's off in Hawaii on vacation. So those are things you don't want to have to deal with. Well, tell me quickly as we finish up here, the process. Somebody wants to get started with you. How easy is it? Go to the website. I'll put this up on the wall for everybody.
Yeah. Great
looking website. Walk me through this a little bit, though, as people scroll through your website.
Yeah.
Pretty easy here.
Yep. Go to the website and fill out your information. You're going to get a call from our office staff to schedule an inspection. We're going to come out and inspect your roof, and whether it's storm damage or just an old roof that needs to be replaced, we'll give you an honest opinion if we think it's going to be a storm-related coverage, or if we need to look at an option for replacing just due to age. We do a lot of retail work. We work with a lot of real estate agents. We work with a lot of investors in the area, getting roofs done quality and turnkey as well too within a couple weeks.
Yeah. So they come, you get the bid from you, they accept that, and you say, all right, let's get out there. And sometimes you can get a roof installed in a day or two.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of our roofs are done within 2 days. We can knock out about 35 squares, so 3,500 square foot roof in a day.
There you have it, everybody. Stay tuned. We're going to have them stick around for another half an hour. This is the Your Little Castle Show. Giddy up.